If you're planning to sell your home in Greenville, the number you care about most is not the list price. It's your net profit after all expenses. What do you actually walk away with after closing? You're in the right place. I'm Brian Hurry, Realtor, with Coldwell Banker Kane right here in Greenville, South Carolina. In the next few minutes, you'll get a clear picture of typical seller closing costs in our area, what's optional versus what is required, and a simple way to estimate your net profit before you ever hit the market. Start with the big buckets and work down. The largest line item is usually brokerage compensation. This is what you agree to pay the agent you hire to sell your home as the listing agent. Then what you are agreeing to offer to a buyer agent to bring you a buyer. This fee is negotiated and it is written into your listing agreement. These costs are paid at closing from your proceeds. The goal is simple. Structure your plan so the overall strategy, pricing, presentation, and launch nets you more profit than it costs. Next, expect state transfer tax, often called deed stamps, in South Carolina. In our market, the seller typically pays this government fee based on the sale price. Your closing attorney will calculate it precisely and include it on your settlement statement. After that comes your attorney fee. South Carolina is an attorney closing state, so an attorney handles the title work, settlement, and facilitates the actual closing of the property. Fees vary by firm and scope, so I'll show you local ranges and we'll confirm the quote before you list. Then come payoffs and prorations. If you have a mortgage or a home equity line of credit or a HELOC, those balances, plus per diem interest through the day of closing, are paid off from your proceeds. Property taxes here are billed in arrears, which means you'll credit the buyer for your share of the current year's taxes up to closing. If you live in an HOA, there may be a statement fee, transfer fee, or capital contribution. Who pays those is dictated by your community's rules or negotiated in the contract. We'll pull your HOA documents early so there are no surprises. A few smaller but common items: a wood infestation report, the CL 100 is often ordered in our area. Who pays can vary by contract and loan type. If you promised a home warranty, we'll include that cost. If you agreed to a repair credit during negotiations, that shows as a seller credit on the closing statement. Some brokerages charge a modest administrative or compliance fee. If it applies, it will be disclosed in your listing agreement so you see it up front. Courier, wire, and recording fees are usually minor, but they're on the statement and we'll review them line by line. Now, what's not typically your cost in Greenville? Buyers usually pay for their lender fees, appraisal, and title insurance policies connected to their loan, though any of that can be negotiated. If a buyer requests closing cost assistance, it will appear as a seller credit. Whether that makes sense depends on your price, terms, and the overall net. Remember, the highest price doesn't always net the most if it comes with large credits or riskier terms. Here's how to estimate your net quickly. Start with your likely sale price based on today's competition and homes under contract or pending. Subtract negotiated brokerage compensation, subtract your deed stamps and attorney fee. Subtract any agreed credits or warranties, subtract your loan payoffs, plus a small cushion for per diem interest, then adjust for prorated taxes and HOA items. What's left is your approximate net before moving expenses. I'll prepare a custom net sheet for your address so you can change the price, credits, and closing date and instantly see how your bottom line moves. 2 pro tips to protect your net profit. First, fix easy, high-impact items before you list. Leaks, GFCI electrical outlets, loose rails, so you're not negotiating big credits for small problems under deadline pressure. Second, keep your timeline tight. A strong launch in Greenville, clear photos, smooth access, and fair response windows attracts serious buyers and often reduces repair asks and delays. Time is money. Momentum saves both. Finally, keep this in view. Your closing attorney and your tax professional are on your team. The attorney will give you exact figures for government fees and prorations, and your CPA can advise on any tax questions tied to your sale. My job is to coordinate the whole picture, so you see your net clearly, choose the best offer, and close smoothly. If you want a no-pressure walkthrough of your net before you list, I'm happy to help. I'm Brian Hurry, right here in Greenville, South Carolina. Call or text me, and I'll build your custom net sheet, connect you with a trusted local closing attorney, and map the 3 simplest ways to keep more of your equity at closing. This video is educational only. Always confirm legal or tax specifics with a licensed professional.